Imagine just one day you're going to the beach and instead of seeing a clear horizon, you see out and there's large amounts of debris. So you're not seeing the clear ocean sky, the clear ocean horizon, but instead you're seeing this. A landfill filled with boats, pieces of rooftops, sofas, refrigerators, and just large amounts of debris. All of this because of the tsunami that occurred on March 11th of 2011. Japan had a 9-point magnitude earthquake that caused the tsunami creating up to the tidal waves, were up to 130 feet, damaging many other houses and schools, and bringing in 1 to 2 tons of debris back into the ocean. In this speech, I will inform you how it is endangering our marine life, as well as the possibility of radiation within that debris heading towards the west coast, and what they are doing and where the debris is heading towards at this time. Our marine life is being endangered by this. They are confusing this for food and consuming it, as well as the majority of the trash, the debris that is heading our way is coming from Japan's fishing industry. So a lot of it is our nets as well as boats. So the fish are being entangled into these nets and they have no way of getting out. So they are slowly dying away. Also, the debris is to reach the shores of Hawaii, endangering the marine life that is on the shore, like their seals, also destroying many of the coral reefs, as well as destroying the beaches. The possibility of radiation is very little. They have tested some of the debris that has come onto the shore, and not a lot of it has tested positive for radiation. A lot of it has been negative. This is due to the currents and the waves, as well as when the debris was pulled back into the ocean, the radiation that had seeped into the water was already too far to reach the debris. Around 1 to 5% of the debris will be heading towards the Canadian shores as well as the U.S. shores, hitting Alaska, the British Columbia, as well as Oregon, Washington, and Hawaii, and California as well. A lot of the debris that will come first is the smaller pieces of debris, like pieces of bottles, wood. All of that will arrive first since it's smaller and the waves can push it farther into the ocean. The larger pieces of debris will come last, as well as a lot of that debris that was coming in our direction sunk as soon as it left the coast of Japan. So a lot of it is underwater now, but we're receiving very minimal of it amount. It's not to say that it's not a lot of it, not a small amount, but it's a fair amount that will be coming in our way. The debris has scattered over 3,000 miles at this point that satellites can no longer see it. They can only see the large pieces of debris, but they can no longer predict where it will be going because of the waves, and since they no longer can see it. A lot of the debris that is coming our way will end up in the Pacific garbage patch that is in the ocean, along with other debris that ends up there. So some of it will reach us, but the majority of it will end up there. The NOAA, along with the EPA, is working with one another just to track the trash and see where it's heading, and also the NOAA is having scientists tell them if they're in halfway, they're having them track the trash, where they see it, and at what point it is, just so we can keep in mind of where it's coming from. So in this speech, I informed you about the possibility of radiation in the water and the debris, or the danger to our marine life, as well as where the debris will be heading in our west coast.